I I'm sitting outside of a movie theater. I'm gonna go watch. I forgot to make a fucking intro. I'm sorry. If I'm like, this is really out of order, but I forgot to make an intro, and I was gonna like make an intro like I'm gonna come watch Dandadan season 2, and I really hope it's really good. I have two scenes I'm looking forward to, and they're both with Okarun. Or this is spoilers, so I'm gonna talk heavy spoilers. So if you don't know what's gonna happen, you don't want to be spoiled, don't watch this video or watch it after you watch the movie or the season. But I have two seasons I have two scenes I want to see that I want to be like really good. It's Momo. They're both Okarun versus Gigi. So I have high hopes because so far the show has done really good. Nowadays, every show has like adds new stuff, more fun, innovative stuff to the scene that like happened that doesn't even happen in the manga. So I have high expectations, but yeah, that's it. Hopefully, I come out this movie like thinking like this show is the best thing ever, and I hope the recency bias is like really high. Okay, and then maybe after the recency bias, it goes down, and I still think it's pretty good. So I'll be back after. I'll see you in 2 hours. Yo, I just got back from the movie theaters like a couple hours ago, and I didn't get to it right away because I wanted to sit on it and really think about it. This shit was gas. Like, if you had any doubt that this movie wasn't gonna be as good as the rest of the rest of the season, I don't know what to tell you, bro. You're not a real fan. So all 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 praises aside, I have some criticisms of this movie. They're not that big. They're just kind of like nitpicks I saw right there. By shit. By the way this movie was shot and edited, I can tell it was like 4 episodes because they had the inner in their the cuts in between each movie. Each like imagine the episode would end on a cliffhanger. It would show in the movie, and you can tell by the pace that these were 4 episodes. This was not made to be a movie. It was made to like show off the first 4 episodes and get people hyped for the new season, which it got me hyped. Don't get me wrong, this movie did its job. It got me hyped. I was smiling the whole time, but I could tell it was 4 episodes, which is kind of annoying because it's kind of like, all right, bro. I know this is a retelling, but in movie form. I know it's not going at the pace of a movie, and yeah, and one another critique is they didn't start off where we left off, which makes sense because some people will come in this and this will be their first experience with Dandadan. But as I watched the season over and over again, I already know what happened. I want to get to the new stuff. It took like at least 10 to 20 minutes to get to the new stuff. I appreciate it wasn't the whole movie, but I wish we could do a retelling faster and quicker for the people that watched it. But I get where they're coming from. So that's just a me thing. That's a me thing. What else? And I don't like I don't like where it ended off. I'm gonna spoil some stuff. Don't get mad at me. So spoilers, yeah. We ended off where the volcano blew up and Okrun is trapped underneath, and the worm is dead. That's where we ended off, and I was like, bro, I was wondering where were they gonna end off because this was gonna be an hour and 30 minutes, so they were gonna have to end off in a weird angle, a weird area, and they did end off in a weird area. I don't like it, but I understand. I don't like it, bro. We could have. I think the rest of the fight or the sequence could have been finished or wrapped up in 20 more minutes. If this was an hour and 50 minutes, I would have been totally fine, bro. I would have been fine. 2 hours flat. We would have done the whole season or the whole first part of the second season. That would have been done. That would have been great. But no, we had to end off in a weird angle, so in a weird spot. So that's my complaints. My positives are as predictable as ever. The animation was good. The storytelling was good. Okay. I made a video and I made the first part of this video, but I didn't even mention I didn't mention Gigi and versus Okrun, how Okrun popped the fuck off at the end. Like that was my two scenes I was looking forward to was the Gigi transformation and Okrun transforming, or how do I say it? Gigi getting possessed and Okrun getting the upper hand. When I read him saying you did three things wrong in this fight, I was like, bro, this shit better be gas in the anime, bro. They better do right. And they did right, bro. He said, number one, you hit Momo. It started, and he grabbed him by the face, and he was like, you hit Momo. That was your first mistake. Bro, when he said that, his voice is so good in as his transformed version, bro. And and then he said number two, it was something about you disrespected Gigi, or like Gigi would never do that. You did that, not Gigi. And then he started doing the uppercuts. He went all out and doing. He started. The funny thing, he started counting them, bro. He's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bro, that was so funny, bro. I'm like, yo, this guy is literally just uppercutting you, bro, and you can't do nothing, bro. In the manga, it just showed he did it. He did the first 20 just one time, bro. He went 5 or 6 times, 20 uppercuts each, bro. He got literally uppercutted 100 or 120 times, bro. And then he said, and number three, you pissed me off, bro. Not gonna lie, this little ass nerd has like the biggest aura farming that was the biggest aura farming of Dandadan, bro. That shit was that shit was fucking goated, not even gonna lie. But I'll get right to the video. But that was the one thing I wanted to mention. The aura farming on Okarun and Gigi to an extent. Gigi was pretty good. But Okarun's aura farming was off the charts in that scene. I'm so glad they made that scene so good. They did justice with that scene. I read that, I'm like, they have to do good. And they did. If you wanna go to watch the movie just for that, I'm telling you, go watch it. Like, just for that, you won't be disappointed. My favorite part of the they showed off. They put respect on Okarun and Gigi, bro. In the manga, they didn't really like focus on his soccer ball ability, like him using the souls or the torment of the souls as a soccer ball and kicking Okarun around with it. In this one, they popped off. They were showing how much of a threat this fucking ball was, and how Okarun, he's still a noob, bro. He doesn't know how to fight, bro. It really emphasizes that he doesn't know how to fight yet, because he would just dodge, run away, not even kick or punch. He would just run away, which makes sense. Nobody really taught him. He doesn't know anything, but it shows how much of a power gap it is between Gigi and Okarun. Okarun is not a prodigy. Gigi is, and it really shows that he's a prodigy when he was just kicking them around. Evil Eye was like, yes, his boy is the perfect vessel. All this shit. Their fight was the main. What was I saying? I got distracted. It shows. No, they put respect on Momo, or not Momo, Okarun and Gigi's fight. That's the best part of that's literally the highlight of this movie, was their fight, and they did not end off trash. They finished the fight fully. The way they put the colors in, when Gigi was in advantage, it turned into purple. When Momo got into, or not Momo, when Okarun got into advantage, it would turn red. The way they do the color overlay to signify who was in control, it adds a different layer of like, oh my god, this is so fire. Like, you can tell they really love animating this fight. And as Dandadan is, it gets unexpectedly dark, which I like. They didn't cut corners. They added this for some reason. They added Okarun when he wanted to kill himself because of the worm, that he wanted to rip his own fucking mouth open. I don't know if that was in the manga, but that was something I did not expect. He was trying to rip his mouth open and then try to cut himself. He transformed into Turbo Granny for a little bit. I don't know if that happened. I have to check. But if that didn't happen, that's a nice detail, because it shows that even if he has like the Turbo Granny powers, he's still susceptible to like other people's abilities. And I do like that they were like, if they would have came by themselves and not Gigi, they would have literally died. They would have just killed themselves because of the worm. That's how crazy. That's how like Gigi was actually an important character. And the whole Gigi getting possessed because he didn't know any better, I get it, but also like they're telling you to like get away from it. Don't trust it. It's just trying to get to you, and it got to him. It's dumb, but I'm just a fucking asshole. I would have just left that kid there, and I would have just ran away and got somewhere else. I'm just That's just me though. But hey, Gigi's like literally the perfect guy. Like in this show, he's like no, he can't do no wrong. So he's a prodigy. But other than that, it's just 4 episodes. If you don't want to watch the movie, you don't have to. It's gonna come out in a month in July. And if you want to watch the movie, you get to watch the fight. I think it's a really good fight. It's not up there, but like it's really good fight. It's not up there with like the best fights ever, but it's a really fun fight, really nice fight. I think it's personally the fight alone is like a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. The only point I took it off is because it didn't go on longer, which could be a good thing or bad thing. But yeah, they animated perfectly how it did in the manga. I would have liked a little bit more detail, a little more scenes, but they did pretty good what they got. The storytelling, as usual, it's anime. The arc is pretty simple. It's a good arc. It's fun. It's a little bit serious, but then Momo and Okarun and Gigi are there to like kind of lift up the humor. Turbo Granny's in it, where it lifts up the humor. It gives you a little bit more humor. I like her as a character. She's more fun. She's more kind of relief, but I like that she's there. And yeah. So yeah, that's it. Uh, Final score 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 because I really don't have that much complaints. It's just Dandadan at its finest, at its best. It still hasn't peaked yet. There's still crazy more shit happening in the future of this show, of this manga, and I can't wait to see it. And I wish I can review it with you guys and have fun. So yeah, watch it if you want to. Don't If you don't want to watch it, you don't have to watch it. It'll come out. Alright, show.